So, very happy welcome to the school again. Okay, and today we were discussing production function. Production function we were discussing. Shivam, can you tell me the meaning of production? I'm not asking you what is production function. Tell me the meaning of production.
And
Shivam.
it refers to transformation of input and output into outputs.
Very good. Input into output. You are transforming the input, some inputs into another form of output that is known as production. What is production function, Prekhar? Prekhar, what is production function?
It is the physical relationship between input and output.
Yeah, you are correct. Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, it is the physical relationship between input and output.
Inputs and outputs. Very good. The answer is correct. So, the process of converting the input into output is known as production. But the physical relationship between the inputs and output is known as a production function. Very good. Then, what are the factors of production? What are the factors of production, Aditi? What are the factors of production? Aditi, am I audible to you?
Ma'am, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, etc.
Very good. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. These are the important factors of production, or else you can say what are the things you use during the production. Very good answer. So, production function can be in the form of equation. What can you put in the form of equation? We have already seen in the form of equation. How will you write the production function? How will you write production function?
OX is equal to FL.
Ox is equal to function of F into,
Labor and capital.
yeah, all the factors of production. And here we will assume, to make the law simple, to understand it simple, we will assume only two factors of production are there. What are the factors of production we will assume? We have, what are the factors of production? We will assume that we are taking into consideration only two factors of production, namely, what are they, Priyanshu? Priyanshu? We will take into consideration only two factors of production. What are they? Anybody other than Priyanshu can give the answer?
Ma'am, labor
And
and
labor and
capital. Labor
capital.
and capital.
Very good. Labor and capital, these are the two factors of production. We will assume that in this particular case, the other factors of production we will not take into consideration. Only two inputs. You can say two inputs, that is labor and capital, we will take into consideration. So in this case, production function is the functional relation between output and these two inputs. What are the two inputs here? Labor and capital. So what is the functional relationship or physical relationship between labor, capital and output? So that is what we will study here. So in this particular case, we also have studied two terms, that is short run and long run. So two time periods also we have studied in this particular context. So what is short run? Somehow, what is short run?
And
What do you
short
mean by
run
short run?
refers to a period in which output can be changed by a variable factor.
Very good. It's a time period in which the output can be changed only by changing the variable factor. That particular period is known as what? Short run. Then what is long run, Muskan? What is long run? Muskan? Yeah.
Ma'am, output can be changed by change in variable factor.
That is short run. In short run, you can change only variable factors. I'm asking what is long run?
Ma'am,
Yeah, Prakhar.
ma'am, the time period in which a firm can change all the factors of production.
Yes, exactly. All the factors of production can be changed. What do you mean by all the factors of production? Can you specify what are these all factors of production means? Both variable factors and fixed factors. So both can be changed. Okay. So when the output can be changed only by changing the variable factors, that time period is known as short run. So if you want to change the output and all the factors can be changed, that particular time period is known as long run. That means in long run, all the factors of production can be changed, both fixed and variable. But in short run, we can change only the variable factors. And I told you it's a subjective concept or relative concept is different from firm to firm. For a particular firm, 5 years will be a short run period, but for another firm, it will be a long period. So it's a subjective factor or a relative concept. It may differ from one firm to another firm or from one industry to another industry. And you also have seen the difference between short run and long run. So this much we have covered. You also have seen the difference between short run and long run. That in short run only variable factors can be changed, and in long run all the factors can be changed, isn't it? Then factors are classified into variable and fixed in the short run, and in the long run there is no such classification because all the factors are variable. So there is no classification like variable and fixed in the case of long run. Only in the short run there are two classifications. And in the case of price determination, we were discussing with this point. In the case of price determination, in the short run, both take an active role. Yeah, both take an active role in the short run. In price determination, both take an
Demand.
very good. Demand take an active role in price determination in the short run. Why? Why it happens? Why it is so? Because actually the price is determined on the basis of the demand. Supply cannot be changed in the short run. In order to change the supply, more productivity, you have to improve the machine, the working condition of the machine. You have to change the fixed factors also. Mostly you have to change the fixed factors also in order to increase the supply. So there are two important factors which determine the price. What are they? Demand and supply. So in the short run, it is purely depending. The price determination is more active. That is, demand is more active factor in price determination in the short run. Because in the short run, it is not possible to change the supply. So in the long run, supply can be changed by changing the fixed factors also. So in the long run, both demand and supply play an active role in price determination. So don't write in the long run, supply plays an active role. So what are the important factors which affect the price determination? Price is actually determined by the demand and supply. Price is determined by two important factors, the demand and supply. So demand plays an important role in the price determination in the short run, because in the short run only variable factors can be changed. Supply cannot be changed to a great extent in the short run. But in the long run, you can change all the factors. That means supply can also be changed. So in the long run, both demand and supply plays an important role in price determination. So these are the three differences you have seen. So the three differences you have seen, I want somebody to, Swastika, can you explain, or can you sum up what are the three differences we have seen in between short run and long run? Swastika.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
three differences between short run and long run.
Ma'am, first is that short run has all inputs. We can change all inputs in it. In long run production, sorry, ma'am. In short run production, we can not change all the inputs, but in long run, we can change all the inputs.
So there you have to specify in the short run what kind of variable you can change, variable or fixed. What kind of inputs you can change,
Um,
variable factor or fixed factor. What can you change in?
ma'am, variable factor.
Yes, yes. What is the second point? Somebody else. I will give the chance to somebody else. What is the second difference? Bhumi. What's the second difference? Bhumi Ji. Bhumi Ji is not there. Yeah, come on, beta. What is the difference? Well, first difference the Sostika has already shared. And what is the second difference? You have to take a note of all these things, okay? What is the difference between short run, long run? All these things you have to take a note. Bhumi, you don't, if you don't know, yeah, you know the answer?
I mean, long run, all factors by all changing all factors like labor capital and in short run, matlab labor is variable factor.
Okay, Divya. Divya. Next difference. What is the difference in classification, Divya? Are you not able to unmute yourself? Divya. Okay. Okay, beta, I understood. Okay, Divya, I will ask to somebody else. Samba, what is the difference in classification?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, ma'am, in shorter factors are classified as variable and factors, and in long
Yeah.
run, all factors are variable in long.
Yes, yes. In the short run, it is classified as fixed and variable, but in long run, there is no such classification because all the factors are variable. In the long run, all the factors are variable. Now, the third and the important classification or difference between short run and long run. Who is going to share? The third one about price determination.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
Demand,
speak.
in short run, demand is more active and supply cannot be met immediately. And in long run, both demand and supply play equal role and can be increased.
In price determination, both plays an important role. So these are the three differences between what short run and long run. Okay. So you have seen, actually there are so many terms in this lesson. What is short run, what is long run, what is like variable factors, what is fixed factors. So many terms in this particular lesson. And now the terms are, we will see variable factors and fixed factors. Even though you know, you have to write the meaning. What is variable factor? The next term we will study is variable factors and fixed factors. These are the two terms you have to write now. First one, variable factors. Variable factors. So what are variable factors? You have already studied what is variable factors. Variable factors refers to those factors which can be changed in the short run, right? Variable factors are those factors which can be changed in the short run. Write the examples for that. Can you give some examples which can be changed in the short run? Can you give some examples?
Labor,
Yeah, that means labor, raw material, power, fuel, etc. Labor, actually the casual labor. Why casual labor? There are permanent employees also in the organization, right? So you write labor. Labor, raw materials. Raw materials can be changed, it's a variable factor. Power, fuel, etc. Use this consumption of more power. You can consume more power to change the output. In order to increase the output, use more power or more fuel. So fuel consumption can be increased in order to change the output. That means to increase or decrease the output. So these are the variable factors. At any time in the short run also you can change. So the next is fixed factors. Fixed factors. Can somebody give me the explanation of fixed factors? What you will write?
Ma'am, which cannot be changed in short run.
Sorry, which cannot be changed in the short run. Fixed factors are those factors which cannot be changed in the short run. Examples?
land,
building.
machinery,
Yeah, plant, machinery, building. Land, etc. That means fixed assets. So you now you don't know what is fixed assets and what is current assets and all. All this thing in very detail you will study in accountancy. What is fixed asset, what is current assets and all. So these are fixed assets. This involves considerably larger sum to replace it or to buy it. It involves considerably a large amount, like a plant, machinery, the machinery you are working with. So if you want to buy a new machine, so or if you want to improve the efficiency of the machine, all this needs time. So plant, machinery, then what else can be? Building, land, etc. Building, land, etc. are the examples of what? Fixed factors. So here in variable factors, one important point, you add one important point, that's very important. Variable factors vary directly with the level of output. Variable factors vary directly with the output. And now the point what I have said is with the variable factors, not with the fixed factors. Under variable factors, you will write which these factors vary directly with the output. How? See the labor. When you increase the output, the labor involved in the production will also increase. Yes or no? Yes or no? We are talking about variable factors.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
here we have written that
Yes,
it
ma'am.
varies directly with the output. When you increase the output, will the labor involved with the production increase? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then next is raw material. That the quantity of raw material will increase. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? That means with the output, that means it varies directly with the output. If the output is decreasing, the number of labor will be decreased. If the output is decreasing, the raw material consumption will be less, the power consumption will be less, the fuel consumption will be less. So if it is increasing, the output is increasing, the labor availability, the use of labor will be more, raw material will be more, power will be more, and fuel will be more. So that means these variable factors vary directly with the output. It's a direct relation. So as the output increases, this raw material consumption, power consumption, fuel consumption, all these increases or decreases as the case may be. So it has a direct relation with the output. Now we will take into consideration the fixed factors. Okay, we will come to the next factors, that is fixed factors. Fixed. Fixed factors, there we have seen fixed factors are those factors which cannot be changed in the short run. And examples you have seen plant and machinery, building, land, etc. You just keeping in mind this example, plant and machinery. Your land, building, does it has a direct relation with the output? Plant and machinery. Is it necessary to increase the plant and machinery directly with the output? Land, do you have to increase it? It has a direct relation with the output? I didn't get the answer.
No,
What
ma'am.
is the answer? Yes or no? So it has this fixed factor. Yeah, these fixed factors, they don't have a direct relation with the output. A plant and machinery must be having what should I say, an efficiency of 2000 unit or 3000 unit like that, and you will be having the land, building, all these fixed factors that will not vary directly with the increase in production or change in the level of output. So the quantity of fixed factors remains same in the short run irrespective of the output. So the quantity of fixed factors remains same in the short run irrespective of the level of output, right? You add with the fixed factors, the quantity of fixed factors remains same in the short run. Underline, in the short run, irrespective of level of output.
Ma'am, may you repeat?
The quantity of fixed factors remains same In the short run, underline in the short run, irrespective of level of output. That means it remains same, it remains same whether the level of output rises, whether the level of output rises falls, output rises, falls, or becomes zero. So these are very good questions for filling the blanks. So fixed factors are those factors which remain the same, isn't it? Those factors which cannot be changed in the short run. Remain the same means which cannot be changed in the short run. So here we have to give the word short run, because in long run, you know, all that there is no, even not the classification is there like the fixed or variable. This classification itself comes in the short run only. So in the long run, all the factors are variable. So what are fixed? Fixed than variable comes in short run early. So what are fixed factors? Those factors which cannot be changed, that means which cannot be changed in the short run, are called fixed factors. It is very heavily raining. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Very heavy rain. So here, one sentence I have added is, please understand this particular sentence. These fixed factors remain the same. That means it will not change with the output. With the output, these particular fixed factors will not change. If the output rises, falls, becomes zero, these fixed factors remain the same. That means you have a plant in the factory or machine in the factory, some land in the factory and building in the factory. Suppose in a particular year, your output rises. Your output rises, you know, in the short run, you cannot change the output with fixed factors. So in the short run, there is no change in the fixed factors. So your fixed factors remain the same even though the output rises. And suppose your output is falling. You are not like the full production capacity you are not using. Your full production capacity, suppose it is 2000 unit. You are not using it. You are producing only 1500 units. Then also you are using all this plant, land, building and all. You cannot change this. You have already installed capacity, you have a machine, you have a plant, you have some land, you have some building. So there is no change in these particular fixed factors in the short run. So output rises, output falls, and even when your output is zero, these are already there. So you cannot change this. So this is, the relation between the fixed factors and the output remains the same. Even though your output rises, your production falls, your production becomes zero, this remains the same in the short run. So that is what you have seen in connection with fixed factors and variable factors. But you have seen in the case of variable factors, what you have seen? In the case of variable factors, it has a direct relation with the output. When output changes, variable factor also changes. You know the variable factors like labor, raw material, power, fuel, etc. When production rises or output rises, that also rises. Or when it falls, it also falls. But in the case of fixed factors, irrespective of the rise in the output, fall in the output, even though when the production is zero, all these are remaining there itself without change. Okay, so what are variable factors? Variable factors refers to those factors which can be changed in the short run. And keep in mind the examples also you have to write: raw material, labor, power, fuel, etc. What are fixed factors? Those factors which cannot be changed in the short run. And this, the quantity of fixed factors remain the same. In the case of variable factors, it changes. But the quantity of fixed factors remain the same in the short run, irrespective of the level of output and level of output rises, falls, or becomes zero, it will remain the same. So those are fixed factors and variable factors. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So from this point, you have studied what is a variable, what is variable factors, and what is fixed factors. And here itself, you can have a differentiation also. The variable factors and fixed factors you can differentiate with this knowledge, this much knowledge. You know the meaning and how does it the output affect it. I mean the effect of output on variable factors and fixed factors. You know, with this knowledge you can differentiate it. So differentiate it. Have three columns here. The first column is basis. On what basis you are going to differentiate. The second column, the variable factors. Please write it in full. Fixed factor and variable factors. First of all, on what basis you will differentiate it? On the basis of meaning. What is the meaning of variable factors? Now only you have written, they are those factors which can be changed in the short run. Write the meaning here, whatever you have written there. Variable factors are those factors which can be changed in the short run. Even though you have a textbook, you have to write it. I will check your notebook, okay? What is fixed factor? Fixed factors refers to those factors which cannot be changed in the short run. If I don't read it, you will not be able to understand it. So you have to listen to me to know what I am writing here. Cannot be changed in the short run. Okay, fine. What is the next basis? Next basis is relation with output. That's the thing we have explained just now. Relation with output. Next is relation with output. The first column, what you will write? The second sentence that you have written above. Relation with output. So this simply you write, it vary with output, changes with output. Here it does not vary or change with output, that's all. Relation with output. Which one varies, Swastika? Swastika, which one vary? Where you will write vary with output?
Yes, ma'am.
Where you will write, in which particular column you will write vary with output? Here or here?
Ma'am,
Vary.
variable factor.
Yes, correct. Here you write vary directly with output. Vary directly with output. With the new system and with the new mouse, it is more difficult for me to still I am practicing. Here you write, they do not vary directly with the output. Do not vary. Fixed factors do not vary. You have seen how it is not varying. Why it is not varying? Because those are the fixed factors. You cannot vary, change it when there is no production, when there is increase in the production. In the long run you can, but not in the short run. Because these factors, two factors come only in the short run. Variable factor and fixed factors. So you can write do not vary, because in the short run fixed factors cannot be changed. So do not vary directly with the output. So in the third column, you can classify it by writing the examples. So all the things you have already studied, you are arranging it here. Example. Write the example for variable factor. The same example that you have seen or written there, that is raw material, labor, power, fuel. And here also in the fixed factors, write the same example, building, plant, machinery, etc. So that is the difference between variable factors and fixed factors. Is it clear? The difference between variable factors and fixed factors, once you understand the meaning, you can differentiate it. Always write in this way. Full weightage you will get. Understand it, and if you can't make the basis, no issue, you write it point-wise. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm coming back to the meet now.